Zoe has decided to make an appearance today. And that appearance happens to be on my table. Hey, don't go around throwing. Cut. So, Zoe had her little fun with my table and threw things around. And then she left. Because that's what cats do. But I love how the sun is coming into this room today because it's exceptionally cold in Delhi. I have no idea how it gets so hot here in the summertime and then it gets so freaking cold here in the wintertime. It was 6 degrees Celsius yesterday. And I understand that that's not like super cold, like because I'm from the mountains, I know that it can be colder, like it's 11 degrees in my hometown right now, minus 11 degrees. But, and I know global warming and everything, right? But it's just shocking sometimes. It's so cold. But the sun feels so good, oh my god. Okay. What are we talking about today? We are talking about the fact that we as humans put too much pressure on ourselves for everything. And the way we do that is by labeling ourselves, by labeling other people, by making stereotypical demands for ourselves to follow, by setting, I don't want to say setting goals because setting goals is a great thing, but then sometimes we sort of set these unrealistic and also like unnecessary goals for ourselves. And we don't even realize that we could have actually been a lot more productive and done a lot better and just overall felt better if we had not done that. I don't like the way we as humans have sort of caged ourselves in pressure. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. I have sort of even practiced like letting go of pressure in my own life. I've decided that when I come here to talk to you guys, I'm just gonna talk about things that I feel like talking about, and I'm not going to chase myself for some one topic with 3 parts and 4 subparts and like a process and things like that. I will do that where it is required. I will do that where I want to do it. But other than that, when I just want to talk, I will just talk, right? So yeah. Today I just felt like getting into something cozy and just talking to you guys about how important it is to not expect something out of everything.
Good girl. Good girl. Say hi.
Hi. Okay, no, please don't throw things around again. No, you're a good girl. What I was talking about was that us as humans have the tendency to put ourselves under a lot of pressure a lot of expectations, a lot of judgment, a lot of stereotypes that the society has about how things should be. And today I just wanted to talk to you guys about the fact that how unnecessary all that can be. I think if you have a task to do and you sort of subtract all of the extra things that we have on our minds out of it, that I'm gonna get this out of it, this is gonna happen, this is what people expect it to be. Have you seen those videos, expectations versus reality, and what this person expects me to do, what that person expects me to do, what my girlfriend thinks, what my boyfriend thinks, what my parents think, that sort of like catchy reel thingies that go around? It just clicked one day in my head that those things are also sort of giving you this idea that there's an expectation and then there's a reality and you can't reach it. You know what? Those things are just sort of an icing of what we actually are programmed to believe, that there's a certain expectation of you. You know, I'll just explain it within this thing, right? You see somebody bake a cake online and then you bake it yourself, right? And now there's two ways this can go. Firstly, you're thinking in that perspective of expectations versus reality, and I need to make it as good as that picture was, and I need to use the right tools, and it needs to look the same, and this needs to happen and that needs to happen, and if I don't make it that good, it's not good enough. But that way, there was a task that you were going to do for your own happiness. You threw some expectation on there, you threw some worthiness complex on there, and then you rid yourself of how amazing you could have felt while actually doing that task. The other way this can go is, you wanna freaking bake a cake, right? You see somebody bake a cake, you take note of the things you need to do, then you let it out of your mind, and then you bake your cake, and you bake it with all of this like happy, blissful energy, with intention, with love, enjoying the task, maybe even experimenting with it. Like, who cares? You're baking that cake for yourself or for your family. They're not gonna judge you most of the time. But it's not as important as you think it is. We make things too important. When you do it this way, when you let off that pressure, you're gonna bake a cake, you'll be happy while doing it, and because you put so much effort into it, it's gonna just taste great to you, even if it isn't tasting great. And that's not the point. You're not baking that cake to become a baker. You're baking that cake because you want to do a fun task. That's it, right? And this mindset can be used in so many places, of so many situations and so many things during our life. We can actually rid ourselves of a lot of unnecessary burden that we just carry along for no reason. It's not even yours to carry. It's nobody's to carry. It needs to stay where it is. Okay? Now, I think that society does this thing where they tell you that each task you do needs to reap some productive benefit. Mostly what they're talking about is monetary benefit, and I think that is the easiest way to spoil somebody's inspiration and motivation. Because when you think that that is what needs to happen, you'll do that task once, don't reap the benefits, you'll do it twice, you don't reap the benefits, you'll do it thrice, and then you'll quit. You'll be like, I can't make money at this, I'm not gonna do it anymore. And even if it's something that you like to do, you'll put like yourself at pain and you'll still quit it, because that's what society says. Society says it's not useful, it's not productive. I think that is just, it's not one person's fault. It's not something that somebody is doing out of evil intentions. I know that people like to believe that all this programming and all of this comes from some big evil source, and believe what you want, right? But I think it's just an idea that we have that is attached to fear and survival. It is a programming that is attached to fear and survival, and that's it. And if your parents tell you that, oh, don't think of doing this as a career, it's not going to get you any money, it's because they're worried that you won't make a living, right? But you need to understand that there's no way you can lose at something if you have the belief to keep doing it. And if you get amazing at it, you will reap what you want to reap. But if you have the expectation of reaping what you will reap at a level 10 of that skill, but you have that expectation since you are at level 1, it will seem like a very long time. Go into things with zero expectations. Just let yourself be engulfed by that task. That is the way you enjoy it the most. That is the way you get good fast. That is the way you find peace, sort of, doing it. And wherever you want to reach with it will come sooner. And that's the same with working out and things like that. I love working out. I work out almost every single day. And I love staying active, and I love eating healthy. And I did not, maybe I did, but at some point in my journey, I've been like working out for around 7-8 years now. At least 7 years, yeah, regularly. And if I had gone into it thinking, oh, I want to have like freaking huge biceps and like buff body by tomorrow, or like a week later, or like a month later, that would not have happened, and I would have quit it. So at some point during that journey, and pretty early on, I decided that I'm going to do this for here, not for here. My body feels great because I work out so regularly. I'm not out of energy. I feel good. I'm active. Even though I live in Delhi where you barely can go out on a walk, I trek every year, and like I don't feel like daily air or anything like that has affected my lungs or my body or anything like that. And that's only because I did it for so long and it made me happy. If I had set a goal with it, I did set goals, and those goals were not something I wanted to see physically. They were simple goals like taking on a workout challenge and things like that. Those are just fun things that kind of build your character, right? But if that goal is for you to change your body in a day, you're telling your mind that I don't like this body that I have, and then that is what you're going to remain with. This is a whole another topic, but I just want to say this one thing for anyone who's watching. Treat yourselves like someone you love. You would never tell someone you love that I don't like your body. Work out and then I will like it. Change it and then I will like it. So don't tell that to yourself. Anyways, so pressure, right? I think if you let go of most of the pressure in your life, like I paint, all right. I've talked about this before, but if you're new, I paint, and that's not my career. That is not what I do for a living. That's something I do because I like it. Alright. And a huge number of times, people have told me that, oh, you could make money out of this. Oh, you could, like, you're good at it. You should, like, sell your paintings and stuff. And even though that's not a bad idea, but I often wonder, and I love those people for saying it. They are just being kind and they're just being positive and they're just telling me that I have some ability, right? They're just appreciating it. So, anybody who said that, I love you for saying it. But it just gets me to thinking that why is that the first thing that we say to people who are good at things? Why don't we ask them that, how did you start? What's your story? Does it make you happy? Does it make you feel peaceful? What do you like to paint? Why do you like to paint certain things? And if you're not that into art and you don't know which questions to ask, you could still just say, this is great. I hope you're having fun doing it, right? There are a million things you could say instead of, this could make you money. Because a lot of people understand that that is not what they're doing something for, but then there will be people who are doing something and it makes them really happy, and you go and tell them that, oh, you can make money out of this, why aren't you making money out of it? And that could just make them lose hope of what they're doing. That sounds as if that is the only purpose for anything out there. It's not. Honestly, the main reason people even want to earn money is so that they can find happiness. So the main reason for anything at all is happiness. It's health and happiness and longevity. That's what people want. That is it. Why do we want to be beautiful? So people can appreciate it and we can feel happy. We can feel good about ourselves. Good. Right? What if I told you you did not need validation or money or some sort of a outer thing to make you happy? You could just do something that you love and enjoy doing it, and that would make you happy. Oi, oi, oi! No! She's rubbing her face on my phone that is recording the video. Zoe, baby, come here, Babu. She's a good cat. She's a good baby girl. She's my good baby girl. She's actually a really good cat. Even though she's thrown my pen stand just a few minutes ago and then she climbed on there and wanted to throw my phone off. But she's honestly just an innocent little kitty who likes to rub her face on everything. My baby's gonna have her birthday soon. Well, I hope you guys like this video. I think I'll end it here, let you guys ponder upon all the things that I talked about. I hope you guys are doing something that just makes you happy and nothing else. And I hope you do most of your tasks because of that reason. I hope you find a job that you love. I hope you do something that you love for work, because the ultimate goal is happiness. It's not money. And once you know that, I'm not saying it's wrong to want money. It's not bad at all. But I don't think that just wanting money can make you happy in life. So go and have fun. Think about these things. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Sometimes, as humans, I have the tendency. I can't talk today. We, as humans, and pressure. I spoke for like 10 minutes and didn't even hit record. I was talking about the fact that I'm not able to talk today. I'm just kidding. I'm having trouble pronouncing things, okay? They're not coming right. They're not coming out of my mouth right. Oh my lord.